Hello viewers, you're welcome to another exciting one on your favorite show, Nesika Show, and I remain your favorite host, Nesika. Today you and I are going to be looking at something that has affected each and every one of us at some point in our lives. Can you imagine a scenario where maybe for some days you are unable to go to the toilet, or you find yourself in the toilet, but you struggle, you sweat, you spend hours in the toilet only for you to end up passing a very hard lumpy stool, very small in quantity? Yes, today we are going to be looking at constipation. I believe that you know what I'm talking about. Constipation is not new, it's not something out of the blue. It's what you and I face on a daily basis. Remember that on Ika Chat, on this Ika Show, remember that on this Ika Show, we bring you tips on how to manage these problems. Now, we want you to also keep in mind that many different causes can lead, or many different things can lead to constipation. For example, the medications we take, some of the side effects or some of the adverse effects of some medication can be constipation. Depending on whatever reasons we are taking these medications for, we can suffer from constipation. Also, we can realize that when you are dehydrated, you can also suffer from constipation. Then, if you also, other people may realize that when they change their diet, they can also suffer from constipation. How do you know, or how can you tell that you have constipation? When you're unable to pass out stool at least 3 times in a week, then you can say that you have constipation. Also, when you experience dry, hard, and lumpy stools, then you can say that you're also suffering from constipation. Now looking at the symptoms which will help you to identify this constipation, and also some of the causes of constipation. How can we manage this problem? Yes, there's a problem. Yes, it affects many people. Yes, it may even affect the same person at regular intervals. How would you as an individual manage this problem of constipation? Because in our day-to-day lives, we are bound to experience it at some point in time. Now, what are some of the tips? On this Ika Show today, we will be giving you these tips in managing constipation. Let us look at this as the first thing. We have said that if you become dehydrated, you can suffer from constipation. Okay, what will be the solution? It's simple. All you need to do is rehydrate yourself. As humans, we are encouraged to take at least 2 to 3 liters of fluid or water a day. Now, when you take this water, it's going to help in moistening this feces in your GIT, in your gastrointestinal tract, and that is going to help the feces to be eliminated. How do you ensure, when you take water, it's going to help you to eliminate these feces? Now, we encourage you that you should take more of warm water. Remember, in some of our videos, we have looked at the benefits of consuming or of ingesting warm water. Now, when you take warm water, how does it help in relieving this constipation? Warm water is going to increase blood flow to your intestines, to your muscles, and then when blood flow to these organs are increased, the muscles are going to relax, and when these muscles relax, it's going to ease the passage of these feces through the tracts right out through the anus. Okay, that's the first step. The second thing you may want to consider is also consuming high fiber diet. Now, that's big English, high fiber diet. What are some of the foods that we can find in our environment on a day-to-day basis that is going to enable us to solve this problem of constipation? Vegetables. Those are high fiber diets. Those are things that contain a lot of fiber. Fiber just helps such that it aids in peristalsis. It helps so that this feces that is in your rectum will be able to be eliminated through the anus. Now, when you take things like vegetables, you take things like nuts, maybe almond nuts, cashew nuts, whatever nuts you have available at your disposal. When you take lots of nuts, it's also going to help you in eliminating this feces that is causing you this constipation. Also, you may want to consider exercise. Yes, exercise really helps. Imagine that you spend a lot of time maybe sitting down or lying down, maybe due to a health condition or whatever. When you lie down or you sit down for too long, your entire system is inactive or not as active as it used to be before. And when it is less active, you see that even the elimination of waste also is reduced. Therefore, you may want to consider doing simple exercises, maybe walking, maybe using the stairs instead of the elevator, maybe doing jogging, swimming, cycling, whatever it is. Just make sure you do a little bit of exercise, and you are going to testify that it will really help you with this problem of constipation. Also, the next thing we'll be looking at is the consumption of herbal teas. Yes, when you consume herbal teas, it's also some herbal teas have been proven to help in with the problem of this constipation. For example, you may want to take ginger tea. Ginger tea is going to help you in relieving not only the pain, because it has anti-inflammatory properties, so it's not only going to help you with the pain that this constipation causes, but it's also going to help you in eliminating this feces that is blocked at your rectum. Then we also another thing you may want to try out is consuming caffeinated coffee, not decaffeinated coffee. I'm talking about caffeinated coffee. Yes, it's true that we don't really encourage a lot of coffee consumption, but many studies have shown that the consumption of caffeinated coffee helps in this solving this problem of constipation. So you may want to consider taking some of this caffeinated coffee too. Then another thing is also for you to take probiotic foods that are high in probiotics. Now, what are probiotics? These are just live bacteria that are beneficial to us, and they are actually in our gut. So when you take these foods, it's also going to help in the elimination. Is going to help the elimination of this feces that is in our GIT. So what are some of the foods that we can commonly find around us that are good, that are high in these probiotics? Yogurt. You may want to consider taking yogurt so that it can help, it can increase the number of these probiotics that will help in the elimination of these feces that is in your GIT. And then another thing that we may want to consider when we're suffering from constipation is that we've already looked at consumption of water. We have looked at consuming caffeinated coffee. We have looked at high fiber diet. We have looked at probiotics. We have looked at exercise. We have looked at we have looked at exercise. Those are some of the things that we have looked at. I want you to keep in mind that what may work for somebody will not necessarily work for you. So you may want to try out as many as possible and see which one really helps you with this problem of constipation. And when you may also want to consider maybe go alongside not just one but two or more of them, so that it gives you a better effect altogether. So today we are just going to end here. I believe that you've learned some tricks. Oh, not forgetting pawpaw. This ripe pawpaw, in my few years of experience working as a nurse, I've also come to realize that when people consume well ripe or very ripe pawpaw, it also helps them in this problem of constipation. It helps them to pass out feces smoothly. Then if you try all of these methods and it's really still not working for you, then you may want to start considering visiting your health practitioner so that they can give you maybe over-the-counter medications, or they can prescribe something that is going to work better for you. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and I hope that you've learned something today. And for those who have not liked or subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so, and please don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you will not be left out on any of our videos. And thank you very much for sharing this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.